Hello guys, welcome to the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. This is part of the open studio sessions. We're coming to you from Petit-Glou, which is on top of the market hall in Shrewsbury, and I'm speaking to the owner of Charika
Creations.
Thank you very much. Just say that right, Charika, yeah?
Yeah,
good, yeah. Thank you very much for coming on the show. I think Jules reached out to you from Gin Different to see if you wanted to come and tell your story. What is Charika? Tell people what Charika is.
Charika is my Christian name.
Yeah?
Yeah. I used my Christian name as a business.
Yeah.
It's quite unique.
Yeah?
I don't think many of Charikas in Shrewsbury or Shropshire.
No.
So I use my Christian name for my business.
It's good that you can get away with that because, I mean, you know, when you're trying to come up with a username for a website or whatever it is, and I can't get away with just calling myself Alex because there's a million people on the website called Alex already. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
And when did Charika begin your business?
Business. I've been here in Shrewsbury Market Hall about 4.5 years.
Yeah.
By November it'll be 5 years. I started as a hobby. All my work is as a hobby.
Yeah. That's the brilliant thing, though, isn't it? Because you're doing something you really enjoy.
Yeah.
So it mustn't feel like you're actually in work when you're in work, right?
No, my husband keeps saying it's your hobby. It's a hobby, but as a trade, and I'm a staff nurse. I retired last year.
Yeah.
Put my soul in here now, so I just.
What were you doing before then? What was your job before?
Staff nurse.
Oh, sorry, it's quite loud in here. These microphones are picking up you and the noise around you. So you're a staff. Oh, wow. So how long were you doing that for then?
38 years.
Wow. Oh, she pointed out a grey hair, but I said beautiful grey hair, I should say. What a stressful job, right?
Yeah, it was very stressful.
Yeah? Yeah. Great career though. Thank you for being such a caring person. I mean, like, being a staff nurse in a hospital is something that only heroes can do, I believe. Nurses are great, and they don't get paid enough. They don't give them enough credit. Yeah. So
we don't get acknowledged.
No, we don't. So yeah, thank you very much for doing that for people.
Sure.
But going from that crazy, chaotic, I imagine like being a staff nurse is high octane, right? It's lots of adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially. To go from that to Charika, doing your thing that you enjoy.
I enjoy very much. I love fabric.
Yes?
So I create with fabrics. So my creation is come from all sort of different fabric. I use silk, cotton, whatever I get hold of.
Yeah.
I love the fabric.
That's lovely. I really like that.
And I like the creative side. I'm a very creative person ever since I was about 6-7 years old.
I mean, I can see in your work. I was just looking now at the beautiful things that you make. You're very talented. So 6 or 7 you started being creative. Where does fabrics come into this? Where did you first pick up a bit of fabric and be like, ooh, I'm good at this?
No, my mum used to sew all our clothes.
Yeah?
When I was growing up, and I sit next to my mum's sewing machine. I watch her doing it, and I watch her cutting the fabric. And every single piece of offcuts I collect, and I join them by hand. So make up this big sheet or whatever I can make it.
Yeah.
So
do you think when you're working away, it takes you back to times with your mum?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Very peaceful sort of?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, quite often mum has to take me to the hospital with a needle stuck in my finger.
She's done it again.
Well, she's done it again a few times, and she ties something, and then she takes me because she can't pull the needle out of her nail.
Oh no! Well, that's how you learn, though, isn't it? You know, if that's the world you're living around, you know, making sewing, making fabrics, you're going to learn by making mistakes and again and again and again, and eventually you're going to get good at it, right?
I like to think I'm good.
Wow, I've seen your work. I know you're good at it. Absolutely. So humble. So humble. So what made you think, we could do this as a business? Because there's one thing like doing this as a hobby, but for a business is a completely different thing. So what made you take the leap of faith?
I always had two dreams. One is becoming a nurse, which is I've done
that. Yeah.
38 years.
There for 38 years. Probably for too long because you get out of it. You don't want to get out of it.
I always wanted to have my own craft shop, but shops are very expensive. So when I saw Market Hall when I moved to Shrewsbury 2004, and I've sussed it out, and I thought, I could be here.
And so is this your first? You came to the Market Hall. This is your first business you opened with Charika. And what was that like? The first moment you opened your own business, you're like, "This is mine." What was that like?
I stopped you there, and I did had a wedding cake business at home
Oh, okay.
for 23 years.
So that's nurse,
between the nursing
cakes,
and the cakes.
fabrics. Very creative. So wedding cakes, yeah, or just cakes in general?
Wedding cakes.
Oh, a lot of pressure there, I imagine. Imagine you get it wrong.
I give a pressure to my husband when it's got to the day of the delivery.
My mother-in-law, she's a very good baker. She's amazing. So when we make a special cake that's got to go from A to B and we're in the car, she gives it to me and she's like, "You drop this, I murder you." I know the pressure. Wow, so you've had that before. Did that go okay? Did you enjoy that or did you not? Yeah.
I only stopped that last year
Yeah?
with my nursing and the cakes. I've taken my website away. I had a massive website built up, and I've taken away that one because I don't want to move work, because I want to concentrate here,
Nice.
put in my time.
Is that because demand grew high?
Demand is high,
Yeah?
but it was a very competitive climate, and I thought, can't do it, and
Yeah.
you don't get paid.
But,
The amount of work you put in,
yeah.
you're not getting anything back.
Yeah. Cakes are everywhere in Shrewsbury. There's so many talented bakers in Shrewsbury, aren't there, you know? But when it comes to fabrics and tailoring and making these beautiful things that you do, I can only think of two places in this. Yeah. So you're doing the right thing, you know, because there's a niche for it, isn't there? Very small
I think
market
so.
that are people that will keep coming back.
I started making lampshades, and it's quite
Yeah?
doing really well.
Nice. Well, everybody wants something custom, don't they? I mean, you don't want to go. Not everybody is happy with going to Primark or wherever you buy stuff for your house. You know, some people want something different. You know.
I think I do cater for people's niche.
Yeah.
A lot of people have different ideas, different styles, so they come to me and decide to create something that they can take it away from me.
Yeah, and so when you start making light shades, and people started buying them off you, and you're like, I need to open up a shop. I can't just do this from home. I need to open up a market hall. I need to go to the market hall. What was that like? You know, when was that moment?
It was 2016.
Yeah, and you're making too much boxes everywhere.
No,
I can't.
I didn't make the lampshades in 2016. I was just desperate to open somewhere to showcase my work.
Yes.
Which is I found here, and it's affordable, and I don't have to go and pay out a lot of like buying somewhere or renting somewhere. So market hall was good, but this is more cosmopolitan now.
Yes.
So I love this place.
Has this place changed since when you first moved here to now?
Oh yes, it
Yes?
has. No.
Yeah.
When I first moved to Shrewsbury and first moved here, seen a lot of people around here.
No.
I've seen a lot of people come and gone. And a lot of people stayed, and I stayed.
There's a very nice atmosphere here now.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Robin coming to this corner and Darren with Gin Different over there. The beautiful places you can get food downstairs. When it goes dark and the lights come on and they stay open a bit later, the atmosphere here is so beautiful, so warming. It really is like a heart of Shrewsbury, this building. It really is. Was it a welcoming place to come in? Did they welcome you and did you feel part of the community?
Very much, yeah.
Yeah? Who's like your best friends here? Who do you enjoy seeing every day?
I think I get on very well with everybody. I don't have a best friend. I talk to everybody.
Oh, nice.
And you can't pick and choose for friends when you're in a work area like this massive work area.
Wow, I like that. You're very pretty. We can't mess about with that, Whitey.
No.
We get to work and we make some business.
Because you got to get on with it. You know, being a staff nurse,
Yeah.
I know where I go with people. I know how I.
You can sort of look linear, like not so much.
You could
So dampen out the noise a bit and
you could
focus.
have quite knowledge about people
Yeah.
to be in this sort of environment. Once you've been in a hospital for 38 years working with.
I imagine that. I've been to hospitals. I've seen how busy they are. They're terrible.
I haven't seen you.
Well, I tend to not get ill very often, but I have been there from time to time. Which hospital were you at, by the way? Were you...
I used to be in Shrewsbury first, and then we moved to Telford for a while. And then I worked in Telford about 5 years, and then moved back to Shrewsbury.
Which one's better?
No comments.
No, go on. I love that.
You can't.
You're quick, you are, Charika. You're quick.
You can't comment because that's where you work.
I suppose
You got to
hospitals.
respect the hospitals, and I'm a professional person. I can't criticise which hospital is better, which
I think
not.
if a hospital's going to save someone's life, then it's a great place. You know, so.
When the hospital, when you can't criticise.
No, absolutely not. No, I was
A
just.
lot of people are quick enough to criticise the NHS, but I
Yes,
don't.
I know. I'm very
I've
positive.
been in that shoes for long enough to know what.
That must be really heartbreaking when you're trying your best and you're running around and you're doing your job, and yet people just complain.
Yeah, all we get is complaints. If it wasn't for pandemic, we never got acknowledged
No.
and never get respect. All we had is just complaints and complaints.
I think I did the clapping thing that people were doing for 2 weeks, and then I was like, actually, this is quite. I saw what was going on. The nurses that were working like 15-hour shifts, not getting rest. The tears that we saw, and I was kind of like, I can't.
It's not real.
No, yeah, it was.
It's not real. Go into a ward and just see how you're doing.
Yeah, the COVID vaccinations are. I'm so proud of how good they are, because they're run by like a well-oiled machine, aren't they? The way it keeps going. When I went for mine, I'm double vaccinated now. When I went both times I went, it was just like this revolving door. People in, people out, people in, people out. And that's a lot of logistics, a lot of people working together, communicating, and
Yeah, it needs to be planned very well to be in that sort of a situation.
yeah. It's been a huge, amazing effort. So if you volunteered to do that, to all the volunteers for that, thank you very much. How did the pandemic affect your business?
I worked throughout the pandemic. I had a lot of work.
For the business or
Business.
for? Yeah.
Because a lot of people wants to, because everybody's at home doing nothing.
Yes.
You can't move around, you can't go to shops. So people who work from home, which is, I had orders after orders. So a lot of people want things being done while they're in a lockdown, which is, I came into that.
Yeah.
So
So was it a case of, I saw you've got an Etsy page, so you're obviously selling things online, you're sending things out. Was that because of the pandemic, or were you doing that before?
no, but due to the pandemic.
Yeah. So the pandemic's kind of helped in a way.
I mean, it helps, but I found it very, very sad in a way because we don't see people.
The human element is very important.
I'm a people's person.
Yes. Yeah.
And I felt really, I don't know, I can't say lonely, but it's empty. It's just like you do things and people come and pick up from your doorstep.
I feel that so much.
And it just felt so distant, and even I still feel the distance with people. And I don't know, it's just, I think not just me, I'm sure a lot of people felt the same way.
Yeah. I mean, it's important to pay the bills at the same time, but like, it's hard once you're doing something like Etsy. You've gone to the dark side now. You can't. It's hard to go back because you got to rely on that money, right? And people, you don't want to lose your customers. It's nice though that people are aware of you. And this is the one thing I've illustrated quite a lot on the show is that get people weren't going out, and we weren't seeing people, which was sad, but there was a lot more of an online presence for people. So people were more aware of what was going on around them, which is very odd, isn't it? Because you go out and you look with your eyes.
Yeah, and
right?
you buy things. Yeah.
Yeah, and you buy things. This is a new era for us, you know.
Yeah, I think the business, local business, I don't know how they survived, and mine is as part-time and a hobby. But it did bring the money for me,
but your passion. This is what I mean. Like you're doing something you really enjoy as a job, and that shows in your work. You know, because when I'm in the zone and I'm in front of a microphone, I make good shows, right? I come across passionate and excited, and people want to tune in. If I was like this the whole time and I couldn't be bothered, nobody would listen to me. And it's the same with your work. You go in, you enjoy it, you make some great stuff, and people will buy it. How do you keep up to date with new things to make? Are you constantly experimenting with things?
Oh yes.
Yeah?
I research a lot on the fabrics and the styles and the designs.
Yeah?
And everything is done daily basis. And I create something every week.
Yeah.
Something every week come out.
What's the one thing? Is there anything out there that you've always wanted to make, but you just can't quite get it right? What's the one?
I don't know.
You haven't got one of them, no?
No, I just try everything.
I love the confidence.
I just try everything and anything.
No, nothing can stop me. I can make it. That's great. Were you making face masks during the?
I've just done. Somebody's coming to pick up some. I've done a loads of face masks during the pandemic. First lockdown, I've done 700 bags for the nurses' uniforms, and I've done about 300 masks. They are free. Just I gave it away. Ambulance.
Nice.
And the hospital, the wards bases and all that. So then I still got some now. I'm selling now because we opened up now.
Yes, of course, yeah.
So everybody wants a mask, so I'm selling it now.
Yeah. What is it? I was just talking to Robin from Petit-Glou, and we were talking about during the pandemic, everybody sort of relaxed a bit. You know, everybody sat at the table, working on the laptop, and now all of a sudden we've got to go out again and see people and walk and do physical things. Was that a shock to you? Or are you glad to be back doing?
I'm glad to be back to see people are back to as we call norm now, because it's not normal. It's never going to be normal for a long time. So I don't know, but it's nice to see people around.
Yeah.
You know, people are coming to your shop now. You're physically in the shop. They come to you and see things and touch things and buy things. So it didn't happen for us for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And the people only order things that when they see from your website or your Instagram page or your Facebook. That's how I got my work. Now they can physically come and see me.
Yeah. I can't wait for a good string of good weather. You know, I want some good stuff.
It's going to be hot, isn't it, after the weekend?
Yeah, I hope so. We can't promise anything in this country. I mean, but that last summer, not even last summer, it was before summer. There was just there's people sat outside drinking, food, and there's a real nice cafe culture here in Shrewsbury. What was it like here in the summer? Was there a bit of that here, a bit of the festival?
I think the summertime, quite often people are outdoors doing other things, but we do get fair amount of people, but not massive. People are on holidays, so they go on a holiday, summer holidays, aren't they? So it's just...
Yeah, so I love what you do because you are doing. No, because it's nice to speak to someone that does something that they really love. Like because people go to work. You don't go to work. You go to do your hobby and you make some money out of it. You live in the dream.
That's what my husband says. It's your hobby, and he always say you're not going to work. You're going to do your hobby. You're going to play there.
Well, you've done your years. You know, as a nurse, saving people's lives. So you deserve it. So I want to say thank you very much for being you. And I've got to say, Charika was a bit nervous. She was like, oh my God, I'm not used to all this. But you're very, very warm. You come across as really lovely on the microphone.
Yeah.
So where can people find you? Where can people find you on social media?
Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah?
Yeah, and here.
Yeah. Come see her. Okay? Don't just order things online. Come say hello. Yeah? It's upstairs. You're upstairs, aren't you, in the market hall?
Next to the gin bar.
Yeah, next to the gym bar. Yeah. It's been lovely chatting to you.
Thank you
so much. Guys, I want to tell you about an event that we're doing in September. We're doing a 24-hour live podcast in September on the 29th of September at 9 a.m. I'm going to go live, and I'm not going to stop till 9 a.m. on the 30th of September. We're going to be raising money for Lincoln Davis. We're going to be selling our sponsors. So if you want to sponsor an hour of the Shrewsbury Biscuit live or the 24-hour live podcast challenge, I lost my words then, please go to our website. It's shrewsburybiscuitpodcast.co.uk, and that's made for us by our friends at Web Orchard. We are selling our sponsors for £50 minimum towards the donations, and we'd love to hear of it. This has been awesome. Thank you for talking.
Thank you.
Catch you guys next time. Peace out.